Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to Growth Habits with Ngozi. I'm your personal guide on the journey of growth. Wow, what an awesome day to be alive. What a glorious day. How's your day going? What's happening with you? Any things that are happening around you? Welcome. Please introduce yourself to me. Once you join me, let me know your name. Let me know where you're joining me from. Yeah, once again, we're here on Growth Habits with Ngozi. We're here every Tuesday, 12 noon. We are right here. And I am your personal guide, as I said, and I don't just go on the growth journey with you. I don't just tell you about growth. I actually take you by the hand and I go on the journey with you. So welcome. Glad to have you here. Welcome, Chibueze. Wow, glad that you joined me this afternoon. Welcome. Please let me know where you're joining me from. Yes, we've been having a series on health and wellness this month, but this series will actually continue into next month because there's still so much to talk about that we have not been able to discuss. So we'll continue the series on health and wellness next month. Yes. Okay, I can see that our guest for today is already here. I will soon call her up, but meanwhile, as usual, I always give a recap of what we have done. Interesting enough, this our series on health and wellness has been very interesting because we've had guests, except for the first session, and for some reason, all the guests that we've had on the program this month so far, there's always been some kind of technical hitch to their coming on. So I've had to kind of improvise. I've had to kind of improvise and talk to you based on my little knowledge and my little understanding of health and wellness. But the recap, the first session that we had on this health and wellness series, we tried to define what health is and what wellness is. And we felt that the best place to go to get this definition is where else? World Health Organization. So we went to World Health Organization website to try and find out how they define health and how they define wellness. And according to the World Health Organization, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. Please do let me know if you can hear me. Sometimes I don't know. It appears that sometimes my voice just goes, the volume or the audio goes off. So please let me know if you can hear me so that I know that I'm not talking to myself. Okay, so as I was saying, according to the World Health Organization, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Then it defines wellness as an active process through which people become aware of and make choices towards a more successful existence. This tells me that our health and our wellness is in our hands. It's not in any other person's hands. It's in our own hands. We decide whether we are walking in health or not. We decide whether our life is healthy or not. It doesn't lie in any other person's hands. No other person can make those decisions for you. You have to make them yourself. And we also agree that there are 5 pillars to this health and wellness. And those 5 pillars, that's 5 things that if you can get a handle of, you will truly walk in health. You will truly be well. And those things are hydration, nutrition, sleep, exercise, and mindfulness. For hydration, there are a lot of things, there are a lot of theories out there about the best quantity for your body of water you should drink. And I always tell people, just keep drinking. Water does not kill. Yes, you can have too much water, but just get your 2-liter bottle and drink water. It doesn't kill you really, as I said. It just, the health benefits are so many that sometimes, I think we don't really think about it so much, but the health benefits of drinking water, you feel better truly when you drink enough water. Even for your skin is luscious, and when you supple, when you drink water. I have this bottle that I had to go and get. I'm just going to show us quickly. And if not for this bottle, I don't think I would drink water. So this is my this is my water bottle. Usually I fill it up to here with water up to the top, the very top, and I try my best to finish it for the day. This one is almost gone. If you see, it's almost gone. You can see. So if it finishes, I will fill it up again. Some days I drink more, some days I don't drink as much. But it has helped me, because having to get up and go and get water, I won't do it. I will not drink water. I would manage. But with this, the water is with me, so I don't have to get up and go and drink water. I can get up and do other things, but water, for some reason, I don't know, maybe because I just don't like the taste. So I had to go and get this to help me. You see, when I say that your health and your wellness is your decision, you can see it. It's a decision I made. I had to go out and buy this bottle and keep it with me and ensure that I drink enough water. The next thing we talked about was nutrition. And I've heard people say that it's expensive to live a healthy life. It really isn't. We only make it expensive because we think it has to be the broccolis, it has to be cauliflower, it has to be burger wheat. No. Ugu. We know ugu. Fluted pumpkin, I think that's the English name. It is a healthy green leafy vegetable. The cucumbers, we have cucumbers everywhere. Do those ones. Reduce the quantity of rice you eat. I didn't say stop eating rice. Reduce the quantity drastically. Increase the vegetables in it. Nutrition doesn't have to be expensive. Eat the food that is right for your body. Sleep. Get enough sleep. And I emphasized on the need to get enough quality sleep, not just quantity of sleep. No, we hear 8 hours. Some people tell you if you're sleeping 8 hours as an adult is too much. I don't even really want to get into that discussion. What I know, if you sleep 4 hours, if it's all you can do, as in there is nothing you can do to increase your sleep for more than 4 hours, maybe because of your work, and those 4 hours are quality deep sleep, you will be okay. Last, as they say, you will be fine. Yes, increase it to 8 if you can. But see, there are some people that sleep 8 hours, and somebody that slept 1 hour is better than them, because that 8 hours was full of faithfulness. There was no real relaxed sleep. In their sleep, they are thinking. I know someone that thinks and, reasons things out while sleeping. What is the need? So get good sleep, or get quality sleep. Exercise. You don't have to have a gym membership. It will help you later if you have it, but start off with walking. Just walk 30 minutes a day. That is good enough. And mindfulness, just take time to decompress. Just take time to decompress. Don't be always up in the, this, that, the other. Take time to relax. So those were the 5 pillars of health that I mentioned to us. Our guest today will expand on these things. She is someone that I met, and I thank God I met her. I've tried a lot of diets. I've done keto. I've done a lot. I will lose weight. I will gain it back. I will lose weight. I will gain it back. And it was just going like that. But since I met this person, Coach Ify, I'm not so much, I don't even weigh myself anymore. But before, every day I'm weighing myself, giving myself stress. Oh, you're not losing weight. Oh, you have gained 1 kg. Since I met her, I don't weigh myself. Number 1. And number 2 is that I now consciously make decisions that I know that are good for me. I listen to this, my body. That is one thing I think we miss. We don't listen to our bodies. We listen to the coaches only. We listen to the doctors only. But sometimes our bodies tells us the right thing to do. So since I met her, I've been conscious. People say, intermittent fasting is the way. For me, it works, but limited. Simply because I've had ulcer in the past, and when I stay unless I'm fasting for, spiritual things, honestly, and even that, I do it with sense. Intermittent fasting for me works limitedly, and I have to be careful with it. But some people swear this is the only way to lose weight. Listen to your own body. That is one thing that I've learned from Coach Ify. So our next session, we were meant to talk about healing, but our guest could not connect. He was on, but I couldn't bring him up. But I gave us some examples, and I told us that healing, the aspect of healing in your journey of health is very important. But you have to understand that healing depends on how much of God truly you understand. Because healing is given. It's not even something we need to ask for. It's something God has given to us. But if we don't understand that, you cannot walk in healing. You will perpetually be seeking for healing, and the healing will always be far from you. But when you understand that this is something that God has given already, it's something He has made available to you, that you just have to receive it. It works almost like magic. So the amount of light you let into your spirit in the area of anything, really, in anything, it's not even just about healing. The amount of light you let into your spirit, that becomes your experience. Okay, so that was what we talked about in session 36. We talked about healing. Then session 37, we were meant to talk about lifestyle medicine, but our guests could not also connect. He was on, but I couldn't even see the option to bring him up for some reason. So he was meant to talk to us about lifestyle medicine. And that session, we have postponed it to October. The first Tuesday in October, I believe, we will have that lifestyle medicine with Dr. Dan Onyetulem. Okay, so today, as I said, we are going to have Coach Ify. Like I said, once I met her and joined her fitness group, my relationship with food has changed, and the way I view weight loss really has changed. So I would bring her up, and she's going to talk to us about healthy and sustainable weight loss. Healthy and sustainable weight loss that's not healthy. I hope we know. I see people do, cucumber diet, and they eat only cucumber for days on end, and they lose weight for sure. But I wonder, yes, you see, it's working today. Coach Ify, I'm just in a blank space. I hope your camera is on.
Yes, it's on. I don't know. I'm just trying to set it. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, but at least we can hear you. Let's see if your camera will come on. I can hear you. So as I was saying, I've seen people do a lot of things in the name of I want to lose weight. And in the end, they wind up hurting themselves more, I believe. That yes, they will lose the weight, but their insides is having some issues. Maybe, the organs are not okay.
Wait, let me go off and come back.
Okay, no problem. So all those kinds of things. And it's all because you did not do the weight loss the healthy and sustainable way. And that's something that's also very important, sustainability. You have to be able to make weight loss your life. It has to be your lifelong thing. It's not something you do just for now and then, you forget it. It has to be something you do now and you sustain it for life. And there's just so many things you can do that makes it sustainable. And those are the things. Okay,
I don't know why it's. So that's why I sent you a message on WhatsApp. Let's try it first before.
Oh, I didn't see the message.
Let's try it first.
Okay, well, even okay, I think we can go on since we can hear you.
Okay.
If we can hear you,
Mhm.
we'll manage it.
Maybe done with audio. Is it better with audio? Because like this is it's making me to just keep trying.
Just let's go on. We can't just go on. At least people can hear you, which is the most important thing. They can hear you, even if they can't see you. We'll manage the audio. We'll manage the audio. So
All right. Then you know what to do. Just take me down and send me again. Then I'll join with audio.
okay, let's try
Yeah.
that.
So my profile will be there. My picture instead of being blank.
Okay, okay, let me do that.
All right. What's happening?
Okay. All right. So let's try it again. Okay, I've invited you again.
Yeah.
Okay, well, your profile picture is showing now. All
Yeah.
right, so okay, I think let's use that as a. So today, as I said, we're going to have Coach Ify. I asked her to send me her profile. She refused. Let me tell us. Let me report her to everybody.
Honestly, when I will remember that thing is in the night. So once I lie down to sleep, I will remember. You see, if I wake up, the first thing I will do it. I will still carry myself. I
No
will
problem.
still, I
Okay.
go.
All right, no problem. So, Coach Ify will just take it up and tell us how to lose weight healthily, if just a word exists, and sustainably. As I said, many people lose weight, but they can't sustain it. Like me, did it several times, lose weight, gain it back. And I think it was in one of those processes of losing weight that I developed ulcer because I wasn't eating. I was
Yeah.
basically starving myself, yes, and a lot of other things. So just go ahead, tell us how can someone truly lose weight healthily in a healthy way and in a sustainable way? What are the ways? What are the things that they need to do?
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. I hope it's afternoon. Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody.
Mhm.
Nice to join this live section, and I appreciate you for having me here. So let's dive into the conversation. Anyway, can you hear me?
Yes, go on.
Okay, so I'm a weight loss coach and a fitness coach, and I'm a mom of six, two set of twins. I have lost over 60 kg and I've kept it off. So how can we lose weight and in a sustainable way? The first thing is, the truth is, whenever we talk about weight loss, the first thing we want to do is, you already know the numbers you want to lose. That's just the truth. I want to lose 10 kg, I want to lose 20 kg. But if you intentionally want to lose weight and keep it off, during the process of losing that 5 kg and 10 kg, you will now have to realize that it's not just about this weight though, because after this weight loss, what next? This is one question people don't ask themselves. And whenever I get a client, the first question after telling me, Coach, I want XYZ, the next thing I'm asking you is, now, after getting all the XYZ, what next? I don't like to go into details when explaining fat loss or losing weight for people. I always tell them the simple thing. If you buy agege bread now, you press it in your hand, right? It becomes small. When you put it back in water, what happens? It swells up again. That's just how it happens. So when you start losing the weight, when you start dropping the weight, you're looking smaller, everywhere is looking good. But you go back to that habit that brought you where you started losing the weight, what happens? You start gaining the weight. As simple as that. So when you're trying to embark on a weight loss journey, fine, you want to lose weight, but what we all want is fat loss. Because fat loss is the genesis of every chronic illness, inflammation, diabetes, high blood pressure, everything. So what we want is fat loss, but the general name we all call it is weight loss. Now,
Mm.
it's okay for you to want to lose that weight, but keep weight loss aside. Can you drop it? Yeah, weigh yourself, know what you're weighing, know where you're coming from, drop it one side. and tell yourself the truth. You want to lose this weight in a sustainable way and in a healthy way. Yeah. Somebody can lose 50 kg and still be unhealthy.
Yeah.
Somebody can lose a whole lot of weight. You see them, you say, oh, you look good. You are now a size 8, but very much unhealthy. Why? Weight loss, people see it as calorie in versus calorie out, which is also true, because when you eat small and move your body, definitely you are going to lose weight. That's why I always tell people, you can eat pizza and lose weight. You can eat cupcake and lose weight. You can eat anything and lose weight. But if you want to lose weight in a healthy way and in a sustainable way, you need to be very careful what you get into your system. Now, nobody is telling you that cupcake is bad. Nobody is telling you that pizza is bad. Nobody is saying that rice is bad. But all those comfort food is not what you eat every day and expect a good result. Do you understand? It's not what you do every day and expect a good result. We must have heard 80 to 20% rule. What is 80 to 20% rule? 80 to 20% rule simply means that your weight loss or your fat loss comes 80% from what goes into your mouth, and then the 20% is from exercise. So at bottom line is what you get into your system is the real deal. Food can heal you, food can kill you. So it depends on how you are using them. Yeah?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so it depends on how you are using the food. So weight loss is basically, because the thing is, when you're trying to lose weight is when many people are obsessed with the scale. They keep weighing themselves every day because they want to lose a particular number.
Yeah.
And when the number is not coming on the scale because you have worked so hard. Monday you did your exercise, you stopped eating by 7 p.m. You ate vegetables and protein and fruits and everything. You did everything. Everything was okay. But at the end of the day, you weigh yourself on Sunday morning and it's telling you plus 2 kg. It's not everything I've done, you're giving me plus 2 kg. Now, so many people can't take that plus 2 kg. This will make them feel frustrated, feel angry, feel tired, and say, I know they do again. If I chop vegetable finish, I will still add. But it's not about the numbers. How are you feeling inside you? Are you feeling energetic? Can you concentrate? Are you mental alert? That is your mental alertness. How is it? Do you still feel sleepy for no reason in the afternoon? Can you control your cravings? Do you still feel like eating sugar? All these tiny bits are progress, not even the number on the scale. Because the truth is, as women, we are built with, we are just built with our hormones. So today your hormone is all over the place. Your partner or your children will be asking you, Mommy, what is it? Your face is not okay. Nothing is wrong with you, it's just your hormone. Tomorrow you will be happy. They will say, this one you are like this. Like your hormone is just everywhere. There are some days nothing happened, but you cannot sleep. You're struggling. You're lying down. You're just turning everywhere. Is your hormones. So that hormones will also affect the numbers on the scale. So it's not important that you're paying attention to the numbers on the scale. It's important that you're paying attention to what is happening to my own body. Your menstrual cramps. Are you still having heavy flow? Are you still having painful cramps? This also has to do with what you're eating. So when you notice all these tiny things, there are the progress you would need to pay attention to. Clear skin. Clear skin. Are you energetic enough? When you're doing this, when you started your exercise, when you do 5 minutes, you're breathing. But now you do 10-15 minutes, you're still on top of it. Like you're not even feeling you're not even panting. You're like, okay, it's working. It's good. This is it. You can see the staircase and not be like, oh Jesus, why did they put this step here? Why would they don't find another place to put the staircase here? Because you have looked at the staircase, you're like, how am I going to climb there? But when the progress is coming, you will see a staircase. You don't even care. You just walk and pass, climb the step and don't go where you're going, and you're good to go. So it's not, people should understand that it's okay for you to want to lose weight. It's okay for you to know your numbers, but can you please drop I want to lose weight one side apart. Just drop it somewhere and then tell yourself the truth. What do I really want? You lose 5 kg and then gain 10 kg. All those things has a side effects in our health, in our skin, in our body. And people tend to focus more on fad diet. When they want to embark on a journey, I will not eat rice, no beans, no fizzy drink, no bread. I will eat once a day. You see that once a day one. When people say, coach, I'm eating once a day, but I'm not losing weight. Are you sure? I'm not losing weight. Are you sure? Can we calculate what I've entered into your mouth? No, it's just small granules. Be coming out, just be telling me small, small. Let me be seeing. So it doesn't make sense you starving yourself for weight loss. It doesn't, because you're not going to feed your body with the right nutrients that they need. You're not going to feed your body. And once a day, you will eat once a day, but there is something they called scarcity mindset. I'm sure you must have heard me when I talk about it in the group. Scarcity mindset, like, okay, I'm not going to eat food. Then you break your fast by 6 p.m. Now your brain is telling you, remember, you have not eaten since morning. No, you take one chicken. Your brain will, you have not eaten since morning. This small one doesn't count. You take and eat. Before you know it, you have eaten 2,000 calories, and you are still hungry.
Yes.
And you're still hungry, because most of these things, the truth is, when we are stressed, if you're trying to eat healthy and you have not learned the act, think of that time that you don't even care about weight loss and anything. When you are stressed, the things you go for is something that is processed, something that has sugar. That is what your body wants. But when you start learning how to be mindful, how to be intentional, you start building this habit, you will figure out that, okay, my body is asking me for cupcake, or my body is asking me for granola, store-bought granola. I can actually use Greek yogurt to make something that is healthy and sweet. You see how you're being mindful of what goes into your mouth. But when you do not care, you will not even remember that Greek yogurt is protein and it will help you. You will now just go to the kitchen and take something that is like pizza or something just for you to eat. And the more you eat, the more you want to eat those processed things. But people don't get it. I want to lose weight. You don't need to starve yourself. You just have to eat food. Eat real food. Eat food that is from nature. That is, in fact, some food are already processed, but there are just 5% processed. You can still eat those ones. For example, let's use oats as an example. When you go to the shop, there are different types of oats. We have instant oats, we have quick oats, we have spilled cut oats, we have old-fashioned oats, we have rolled oats. Now, all these oats, the one that is most processed is the instant oats and the quick oats. And these are the easy ones people go for. These two is the easy one people go for. I keep telling people, if you know you are dealing with blood sugar issue, you don't have any business. You have no business with instant oats and quick oats. Go for rolled oats or old-fashioned oats. Yes, these two are processed, but you can't compare them with instant. You can't compare them. The one that is highly number one is spilled cut oats, but people don't like it. Even me, I don't like them, because if you finish making it, you feel like say you're eating gari, raw gari. I can't. Except you blend it to be like baby cereals. Who have time for those ones? So you go for the one that is at least modified. Then what are you going to do? You use other things like seeds to add more fiber in it. You add it like seed, berries, and you're good to go. Not adding it banana. I know the most common way people eat oats porridge is banana. The most common way is they do oats and add it banana and add it honey and all of it. Yes, but the thing is, you're adding carbs on carbs, you're adding sugar on sugar. So why don't you go and add seeds, flax seed, chia seed, berries, apple, all those fruits that are low in sugar but they have a high in fiber. Use it to pair your food. You can eat rice. Somebody say, oh coach, I can't lose weight, I love rice, I can eat it 3 times a day. I told her, you can still eat your rice 4 times a day, but the problem with eating the rice is, can you tell yourself the truth and take the portion that you deserve? Is the problem. That is where the problem lies. Can you take your 1 cup of rice and then pile up your plate with green leafy vegetables and then your protein? Then you have your bottle of water. But no. They'll put rice, you put momo, you put shaki, you put fish, you put turkey, you put chicken. Like, it's too much. It can't work that way. It can't work that way. You can eat iba. You can eat your iba and still, with your soup, you will still lose weight. Some people say, Coach, I love akpu, I love cassava. Fine, you can eat your fufu, that fufu, you can still eat it comfortably with no guilt and still lose weight. The most important thing is when you are losing weight, stop focusing on weight loss. This is the number one problem. People focus so much on weight loss, and because they focus so much on weight loss, they eat anything. You can tell somebody somebody can eat 20 eggs. Have you heard of egg diet?
Yeah.
They will eat egg and egg and egg and egg just for weight loss. Like how? There are so many other sources of protein you can eat. There are a lot of them. But because they say it will make you to lose 10 kg in 12 days, you will eat it. You will eat it. Some people will say, oh, you drink coffee, drink coffee, drink coffee. It will make you to lose weight. It will block the fat. You will start drinking coffee. Coffee is good, but coffee is bad. I drink coffee, but I don't drink it like crazy. There was a time when I was in the yo-yo diet world, I used to drink coffee like coffee. But when I started understanding these things, I'm like, okay, I'm harming myself actually. Yes, the coffee will make you to be no hungry, you will not feel hungry, reduce your cravings, curb your appetite, but at the end of the day, it is hurting you inside. Because of it, people can take a lot of coffee and they wonder why I can't sleep at night. You have a whole lot of caffeine in your blood. How do you want to sleep? You can't sleep now. The caffeine is too much. You can't. So even if you want to have the coffee, you can have 2 cups of coffee a day, but it should be towards the morning, not by 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. Some people will say, oh, it doesn't do anything to me. Well, because it makes you still sleep well, doesn't mean it's not hurting you. It is hurting you. It is. So weight loss is more than just the numbers on the scale. Weight loss or fat loss or healthy lifestyle or sustainable weight loss is more than just the numbers. It's just that it's more than being a size 10. It's more than being a size 8. There are some people that are trying to lose their weight. They are still in size 16, but they are more healthy than somebody that is in size 8.
Yeah.
There are people that are size 20, but they are more healthy than some people that is size 8. So it's not just about the weight. It's about you understanding how food. I have worked with a whole lot of clients that have dropped their high blood pressure medicine. I have worked with a whole lot of clients that have dropped their diabetic medicine. I have worked with a whole lot of clients that like total transformation because God gave us food. But the problem is, coach, if I'm looking at green smoothies like medicine, hello.
Yes.
Coach, this smoothie you gave us today is not sweet. You are no more you cannot eat the way you eat in your teens is not the way you should eat in your 30s and 40s. I asked them in class, why do you think our mothers used to drink ugu leaf, ugu juice? But they say they sweet them. Why do you people see your mother? Your mother is drinking bitter leaf juice. You think it's sweet? Your mom will go and bring zobo, put it in the pot, cook zobo, blend ginger, garlic, put everything there and drink it. You think it's sweet? You don't know why they are drinking it. The more you get older, the more you should realize that the game don't they change you. We need to step up. We need to do something because you can't, you should not, you should never eat the way you eat in your teens, in your 20s, and you carry it over to your 30s and to your 40s. And then you keep eating like that and you're complaining of knee pain, you're complaining of backache, you're complaining of inflammation, you're complaining of a whole lot of things. It's from the food you are eating. It's from the constant consumption of milk. I don't know how an adult, I understand food addiction, but even if I have told so many people, I said, if you have tried to lose this weight in a real healthy way and it's not working, and you know you have food addiction, speak to a therapist. It will cost you some money, but think about the price of your life and your health to the price you're going to spend. It's better you speak with somebody to help you, because if you have seen where food have done things to people, you'll be like, God, this sweet thing still they kill us.
Yeah.
Food can heal you, it can kill you. We see people that are very healthy, moving in their 60s, and we admire them. It's a whole lot of sacrifice. Look at Kate Henshaw. Everybody wants to be like Kate Henshaw, but you don't want to do what Kate Henshaw is doing.
Yes.
Yes, 6 a.m. Kate Henshaw is in the gym, lifting weights, but you are lying down on the bed, snoring. And then when you get up, you feel like, I don't have motivation. Who told you you should have motivation? You shouldn't. Motivation, I keep saying it, any type of class I'm starting, that's the first thing I always post. Do not believe in motivation. No. Motivation comes and goes.
Yeah.
What is left with you is, in that moment, you don't want to do it. In that moment, you don't feel like going to the gym. You must not even go to the gym. In that moment, you don't want to eat veggies. That period is when you actually have to do it, because that is when you're creating something that will help you get to your goal. It's not when you have the energy, it's not when you have the motivation, because once you have motivation, you can make the world go around. What are you talking about? If you have the motivation now to do 10 burpees, you will do 20, because you have the motivation, you have the energy. If you have the motivation now that I'm not going to eat any food today and tomorrow, you can actually stay with 1 week, you have not even eaten anything because of the motivation. But when that motivation leaves you, you start feeling frustrated, you start feeling angry, you start asking yourself, I beg, no be me fast pass, what is this? Must I wake up? Must I do this? Must I eat spinach? Must I? Yes. Yeah. But you don't have to focus on motivation. You have to move your body. As a human being that still have the ability to move your body, you need to move your body every day, because that is a special gift a whole lot of people do not have anymore. So many people are regretting in their 40s, if I had known. Only 40s though, imagine 50s. But you have the opportunity now. Why don't you do something? Another thing people misunderstand is, hey, coach, I don't like exercise. Am I going to lose weight? Come on, you don't need to go and do what I do. You don't need to run because you see that your coach is running. You want to join me and run. No more, no, you can't. If you haven't been exercising, and if you know you don't like exercise, let's just put it that way. Can you at least walk? Can you move around?
Yeah.
Can you at least walk? You don't need to do 1 hour walk. You can start small. I always say start small so that you can be able to sustain it. Whatever you start with, gara, gara, gara. It's a matter of 1 week, 2 weeks, you dump it.
Gara, finish.
Nah, you finish all that time. I'm doing this, we just, you collapse. But tell yourself the truth. You are not in competition with anybody. You are not rushing to get anywhere because you didn't gain those weight overnight. Tell yourself, I'm going to take my time and then write down my challenges and my struggles every week. Tell yourself the truth. What are my bad habits that I need to change for me to be able to get where I want to be, and start? Start with 20. When I started my weight loss journey, I was over 160 kg. I started with walking, and the walking, I couldn't even do 20 minutes. Like, I will be panting like Christmas goats. I started with 20, then after some weeks, I said, okay, let me add 10 minutes. I always set an alarm on my phone. So once that 30 minutes reach, it will just tell me it's 30 minutes. If you see the happiness in my head that I'm rushing home. So the first day I said, okay, let me add 30 minutes. I added 30 minutes. I won't lie to you. Once I get to 20 minutes, I started, like, that extra 10 minutes felt like 10 hours.
Understand it.
Jesus, like that extra 10 minutes felt like 10 hours. I had to tell myself, don't go home, just try, just try. I managed 24 minutes. I said, I'm not doing it again. I went home. But when I went home, I was regretting it. Do you understand? I was regretting, why did I go home? I would have finished this thing, it's nothing. Then the next day I went again. I had to push myself. When I got home, it was 26 minutes, but I didn't go up. I was just going round and round the building till I complete that 30 minutes. That was how I keep adding 10 minutes, 10 minutes. Now, I noticed that I started feeling comfortable walking. I don't pant anymore. Okay, I said, Since I can now walk 1 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes, no panting, I can actually do intervals. Now I walk like 10 minutes, I jog, light jogging, 5 minutes. I walk like 10 minutes, light jogging. I continue doing this and I noticed, okay, I'm getting comfortable with this jogging. Why don't I do 20 minutes light jogging? I'll be fine. I tried the first day, I couldn't do 20 minutes. I think I did 10 minutes. And then, no, not 10 minutes. I did like 30 seconds. And then I switched it up. I gradually started doing this thing, Before I said, I met some ladies on Facebook. I joined this We Encouraging Women something, and I met a whole lot of women. Oh, Jesus. Women, once we put our minds to something, I joined this group. Everybody was on the move. Everybody was moving. I said, what are we not talking? Oh, yeah, now let's do this. I increased my running, I increased my jogging, I started moving. Then at a point, I started feeling like it was becoming competitive. I started feeling like it was a competition. And even when I feel exhausted and tired, I will see myself doing half marathons. Somebody that my leg will be killing me, I will be running. I said, enough. If I continue like this, I will by myself. I cannot. I have to now go back to ask myself, what do you want? Because the truth is, you see those running, it wasn't sustainable. It wasn't. That's why I always say, ask yourself what you want. Don't focus on another person. Ask yourself. If you think like you're going with speed, pause. Ask yourself, what do you want? I noticed it wasn't sustainable. And then I asked myself, I am not an athlete. Nobody is paying me. I do not have a support. No company is supporting me or sponsoring me with supplements. So what am I doing to myself? I stopped. Now I didn't stop running, but what did I do? I reduced the amount of time I ran, and then I started going to the gym for weightlifting. So many ladies that did that running back to back cannot even do 1 hour walk right now. Do you know why? Because they didn't take in a lot of supplements that athletic people take. People that are athletic have sponsors. People that are athletic have their own kind of supplement. People that are athletic have a whole lot of things that you that is just doing it for you cannot afford on your own. And you don't even have the knowledge of all those things. So why would you be running on a pavement every day, preparing your knees for failure in future? Because you are not treating it. You are running, but you're not treating your knees. You're doing marathons back to back. You're not treating your knees. You're running with, obviously, you can go to the shop, they measure you, they find you Hoka or a book shoe that's for running, you wear it and run. But there are things athletic people need to do that you are not doing. That is why some people who are athletic, they can run for years, nothing, they are still very much okay. Because they keep going to check up all the time, X-ray, everything, drinking so many supplements, pumping it in, injection, massage, everything. You are not doing those things. So your knee will fail you sooner or later. This is why I tell people, start slow. You are doing it for your health. You are doing it for yourself. You are not in competition with nobody. You are in competition with you. You are just trying to be better than who you were yesterday. Do it for yourself. Again, people also forget the aspect of stress and sleep. Stress and sleep. A whole lot of people do not sleep well. They say millionaires, billionaires don't sleep. Oh, who told you? It's what they're telling you people. Who told you? When you don't sleep well, your future is coming. You will reap it. Nobody is going to tell you. It's going to happen to you sooner or later. So when people are sleeping, generally drop your phone. Facebook is not running away. Instagram is not going anywhere. TikTok is not running away. Snapchat is still there when you wake up. Go and sleep. Go and sleep. Learn how to manage stress. You cannot avoid stress. You cannot avoid stress. You cannot say, oh, I don't want to be stressed. It's a big fat lie. As long as you're a human being, stress will come. If you're married, maybe from your husband, maybe from your children, maybe from your neighbors, maybe from your in-laws, maybe from your own family, maybe from your boss at the office, maybe from your workplace, maybe from your kids' school. When your children come back and tell you, Mommy, this person punched me, this person punched me. Stress, it will come. So how do you manage the stress? When some people is emotional eating. You are happy, you're eating. You're sad, you're eating. Your neighbor's dog died, you're eating. Your neighbor lost their cat, you're eating. Everything, food. So before you talk about weight loss and everything, you need to address all those things. And all of them falls back to one thing. What are your challenges? What are your bad habits you need to fix? What are your struggles? Why am I doing this? Do I just want to lose weight, or do I want to lose it and keep it off? Do I want to reverse this high blood pressure because you're tired of drinking medication, or do I just kind of want it? What do you want? Weight loss is deeper than just the numbers. It's deeper than just the scale. And as a human being, from time to time, something can happen. Maybe loss of a loved one can put you under depression or anxiety and all of those things. It's okay. You are validated. It's okay for you to go off track. But when your mental state is coming back gradually, pick yourself up and get back to it, because this journey is for life. It's a lifestyle. It's not what you just do to fit into a size 10 dress. Then after that party, you are fitting it into what next? It's just a long journey. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. People should stop seeing food as, oh, I love food too much, I cannot stay without food. You should be controlling food. Food shouldn't be controlling you. Like I always tell my clients, you're not a dustbin. You are not a dustbin. You have only one body that is the machine that will carry you through this journey of life. So why not taking care of it? Why not taking care of yourself? You put everybody first. You take care of everybody. You think of everybody's problem. You think of how you make people happy, but you put yourself at last. So you think that without you, what happens? It's a very, when I have personal classes, or when I have clients that are not showing up and I have conversation with them privately and they tell me one or two things, I always tell them, see, I know you are working hard for maybe promotion, or you're working hard for XYZ, but don't think you are irreplaceable.
Yeah.
Don't think you're irreplaceable. The only people that cannot replace you in this life are your children. That's the only people. But every other human being in your life can replace you, just in a snap. Everybody. No matter who it is, they know you. Is a very big fact. The only people that cannot replace you is your children. Your children may have another stepmom, but they can never fill in you. That stepmom can never be you. They are the only people that cannot replace you. Your work, your husband, or anything, like, you are replaceable. So can you please pause and take care of yourself? Take care of yourself. Take care of your health. Food is sweet, but food can kill you. You can use it as a cruise. You just cruise for social media, you eat, everybody they clap, well done, enjoy yourself. You are gradually going down. Gradually. So when you are embarking on this journey, it's okay, like I said, it's okay to weigh yourself and know your numbers, know where you're coming from. But it is not okay to focus on the numbers, because the numbers are distraction. The numbers, not everybody can take plus 5 kg. Not everybody. Some people cannot. Once they see plus 1 kg, hey, Jesus, all this thing I'm doing is not working. Then they will send message, Coach, I'm not seeing any result. I will say, fine, go and wear that dress you wear the first day. Come back, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
She will wear it and say, hey, Coach, you're the class. I say, fine, as long as it has zipped. That's the point. As you're dropping inches, you're dropping those fats. As you're dropping inches, you're dropping those fats. Now, imagine you lost 10 kg on the scale and you wear the dress, you're struggling to fit in. Which one do you prefer?
Exactly. Very important point.
Which do you prefer? So it's not about the numbers. It's not about the numbers. It's about dropping that percentage of fat in your food. It's not about the number. So people need to understand it very well. You need to take care of yourself. You need to drink water. Stop saying water is boring. I don't like water. I don't like the taste of water. Why?
That was me before. I don't like the taste of water.
In so many ways, you can infuse your water with lemon. You
Yeah.
can infuse it with orange. You can infuse it with apple cider vinegar. You can infuse it with what do you call it? Berries. You can just pour shea seed in it. Just find something. What can you do to it so that you can be able to finish at least 2 liters of water? If you don't like water, don't start drinking 2 liters of water because that would be like punishment. Start with that 500 ml. Yes, start with that
Mm-hmm.
500 cl of your drinking. Now, target to add it what? Target to push yourself a little bit. As the week or the month goes, be pushing it, be adding it gradually. This is how you build sustainability. That's just it.
Yeah.
That is just how you build a sustainability weight loss. It's not, my coach said I should drink 3 liters. You now carry water, sip, and be drinking. Your stomach is paining you. You keep forcing. No, you don't force yourself. You don't force yourself. This is how you build it. I don't like vegetables. My but coach said we should eat, for example, broccoli. And I don't have broccoli. You have ugu. Yeah, right? You have the greens. You have the water leaf. There are so many greens. You have the lettuce. You have the cabbage. Find what you can afford. Not because you see somebody post broccoli and steak, you now go to the supermarket, the last 3,000 naira you have, or the last money you have, you definitely want to eat. Okay, you eat it, will you eat again? It doesn't make sense. Find what is available at all time. Learn how to be creative. You must not eat banana. You can eat orange. You must not eat apple. You can eat watermelon. If you don't have pineapple, you can eat grapes. Like there are so many fruits and alternatives. It's people that want to put their head because this person is eating what do you call it, bulgo. Coach said that bulgo is good. I must no eat your father rice, eat your local rice. You're good to go.
Oh, yes.
Sweet potato is healthy, but I don't have the money. You can eat Irish potato. Just take the little portion, make a lot of vegetables to pair it up to give you more fiber, and then make sure you have your protein. You are good to go. It's not about restriction. It's not about seeing what you can eat and what you cannot eat. The only thing is, you and I, everybody understand what is processed food, kebab, pizza, alcohol, cake, biscuits, cornflakes, cereals. We know them. We can identify with them. But at the end of the day, I still tell people, do not tag them as bad. Because once you tag a particular food bad, you will want to eat that food every day. It will be crazy. But you identify with food, you're not okay. Don't think about it. Just eat your real food. And then you're good to go. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Coach. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Honestly, as I said, since I met you, my relationship with food has changed, and my relationship with the scale, because I used
Yeah.
to be one of those people that weigh myself all the time, and when I say I've added 1 kg, 2 kg, I'm like, Ngozi, what is wrong with you? Other people are losing weight, you're here adding. But since I came in contact with you, I've only weighed myself twice. The
Yeah.
first time, and then the last time that was in May or so, I
Yeah.
sent you a message. I don't bother with the scale anymore, but I will bring out one that's in. I think there was a picture I sent to you. One jumpsuit I
Yes,
wore.
yes, I remember.
I mean, in fact, those are the things that I look forward to now. I don't even bother with the scale, honestly. I don't bother to weigh myself and find out how much I'm weighing. But okay, was it last week? No, last month. I walked for 1 hour for the first time without pain. You know, I've been having knee issues and
Yes,
what have
yes,
you.
yes. You said it in the group. Yeah, I
One
remember.
1 hour. I cried that day, not I nearly. I cried. I wept tears. And my mom she thought maybe because that day was a little there was small rain.
Yeah.
So they thought it was it, but I was weeping tears that I walked for 1 hour. No pain. I wasn't even tired. I could have continued. I could have actually continued. But just like you said, when you do it gradually, when it's not, I must walk 1 hour today, you don't
Exactly.
really you don't really realize when you get to that point. You just
Exactly.
add a little today, add a little the next day, add a little before you know it, you are there.
Yeah.
And also with food, I was discussing with some people the other day, they were saying, no, this lady brought a menu of what she eats in a day. I didn't see bread in her menu.
Wow.
I saw rice, I saw swallow, but in the every morning smoothie. So I asked her, why do you take smoothie every morning? Why don't you do something else in the mornings? Ah, no, this is the way she has, it works for her. I said, okay, good. It works for you. I'm glad that's what you said, that it works for you. Somebody like me, I can't do that. I can't drink smoothie every morning, So people like, so how are you now managing to still stay? At least she has noticed that for some time now, I've been steadily looking like I'm losing weight. Let me put it that way, because that's what people say. They
Yeah.
say, "Ngozi, you look like you're losing weight. Have you been losing weight?" I'm like, forget about that. That's not even important to me. I want to be healthy now. I'm not looking for
Yeah.
weight loss.
Exactly.
I'm not looking for weight loss. So she said, so how do you do it? Because I've seen you eat. You eat rice, you swallow, you eat bread, you eat. I said, my dear, I've learned how to eat 2 slices of bread and be okay. I don't have to eat
Yeah.
it. I've learned how to put half a cup of rice, not even a full cup, on my plate and eat it,
Exactly.
and I'm good. With the vegetables, I'm learning it. It's not as if I've perfected, but I've
Yeah.
gotten to the point where I can eat that small portion of food. What is 10 small portion of food? And my body is okay.
Yeah.
And I'm good with it. Yeah.
Like,
So
you have realized that food is for fuel, not for pleasure. Because this is one of the
yeah,
things. Food is for fuel, not for pleasure.
even the other day I went out for ice cream with my daughter. She was like, Mommy, I thought you are doing weight loss. Yet you want to eat ice cream. I said, yes. I don't take
Yeah.
it all the time. Haven't you not noticed that I don't take it all the time like before? Because before I can eat ice cream every day. I can take it every single day. I don't mind. So have you not noticed I don't take it all the time anymore? So when I want to give myself a treat, I give myself a treat. I take the ice cream. And yet, when you look at me like, you're losing weight. So I will really thank you so much. You have helped me. I don't know. You have really helped me. Just know that health is in my hand. And
Yeah.
I think I told you was the first class I joined that I wanted to eat something, and I heard in my head, your body is not a dustbin.
Obviously.
and,
Obviously.
and I heard it in your voice. That was the funny thing. I was laughing so hard that I actually heard it in your voice. Your
Yeah.
body is not a dustbin.
Because
And
I
that
keep screaming it I keep screaming it in the class. Like, your body is not a dustbin,
is
not everything you put
true. It's
inside.
not
My chef is
everything.
not finished. You put. Uber. No.
Yes,
Be in
exactly.
control. Be in
Exactly.
control.
Be in control of what goes into your body, and
Yeah.
you will see that you're healthy, you're slimmer, you feel better, you're more energetic. I don't do, before I need a nap in the afternoon, because I'm just tired, I want to sleep. But I've noticed, as you were talking now, I was just thinking back, and I realized I've not had a nap in a while, except any day that maybe I walk myself out and I know that I'm truly tired. I don't do afternoon naps like I used to. I don't feel sleepy in the afternoon like I used to. So, these are, progress that sometimes we don't notice, but they are something
Yeah.
and they're important.
Exactly. There is something.
So
Exactly.
thank you so much once again, Coach Ify. I am so glad
Welcome.
you joined me this afternoon. I was hoping to see your face, but I don't know. I don't know if it's your phone or Facebook that said it's only your voice I will hear. So thank you.
Because this
Thank
this
you.
Facebook is not my main account. The other one I can't access it anymore because I lost my phone and I tried to retrieve the number. They were asking me for my document when I got into here, which almost That was a
Okay.
long story.
Okay. Okay.
So we open
Yeah.
this one.
Okay. Okay, no problem. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
so much, Coach Ify, for joining me today. And thank you for all that you shared. I'm sure that somebody received deliverance today from food, if nothing else.
Amen.
I'm sure.
Amen. Amen. Because it's food. So many people need deliverance with food. So
Mm,
many people, especially mothers. Mothers will eat the one children did not finish
yeah.
and eat their own.
Hmm.
Kai. It's not easy, but we keep pushing it.
Yes.
We keep
I will put up your before and after picture
all
under
right.
this. Yeah, so that people will see what you have achieved. Honestly, each time I look at your before and after picture, I'm like, because you've not even started. Why are you making noise to yourself? You've not even gone anywhere. See what coach has done. Yes, it's not a competition, but it
Yeah.
encourages me and helps me to know that I can do better. I
Yeah,
can
it's okay to
actually
have a
go
healthy
for it.
it's okay to have a healthy, how will I say, encouragement.
Yeah,
That's why, like in the Zoom class, when people say I can't come to Zoom class, and when I look at their reasons, I will figure out well if it's genuine or not. If I think like you can do it, I will tell you, see, one thing I like about my Zoom class is it helps you to tap into other people's energy, not
yeah,
because of competition. But when you see somebody pushing themselves, and funny thing is that person might be even heavier than you, but the person
yeah,
is pushing themselves, and you are just there resting. As you get up and move your body, you can also do it. It's in the mind.
yeah.
So it's okay for you to have, or for me, there are people I will see, I will have that healthy encouragement. Okay, I know I've done enough, but I need to push harder.
Mm,
It will encourage me to keep going, to keep pushing myself. You understand? Especially since I recovered. I'm still recovering from depression of my daddy's death. Like sometimes I feel like, oh, why are we struggling? Like, and then I find somebody that have been through
yeah,
worse than what I've
yeah.
been through. I will now tap into their energy and keep going. So it is allowed sometimes.
Okay. Thank you once again, Coach. I'm glad you came today. And
You're
thank you all
welcome.
that
Thank
joined
you.
us, both those that came in along the line. Sorry if you couldn't hear. Some people said they couldn't hear anything at a point, but I could hear you clearly. And some people now can hear you. So
Okay.
if you came in and you couldn't hear, please just rewatch it from the beginning. I'll still put up the link again on the group so that we will watch it from the beginning. Remember to follow us on all our social media handles. We are on Instagram, Growth Habits with Ngozi. We are on YouTube, Growth Habits with Ngozi. We're on TikTok, Growth Habits with Ngozi. And of course, we are right here on Facebook. Please join our Facebook group. The link is in this video. Join the group, not just follow me as a person. Join the Growth Habits with Ngozi Facebook group. And thank you all once again. And yes, this evening by 6 p.m., I will also be on Instagram Live, not on my own page now, but on Balanced Living Consulting page, talking about growth habits that help you to distress. So
Okay.
join me on that program also this evening, 6 p.m. And well, I think that's all the information I have for us today. So next week, which is October, we will have that our guest that came up the other day. We'll have Dr. Dan Onyotilum coming to talk to us about lifestyle medicine. So watch out for that. I believe that would have worked out all the kinks that made it that he couldn't join the live that day. So thank you for joining me once again. Remember, this is Growth Habits with Ngozi. I'm here every Tuesday, 12 noon, and I'm your personal guide on the journey of growth. I take you by the hand, every aspect. You can see we've talked about health, we've talked about your emotions, we've talked about spiritual growth. So we will continue to discuss the different aspects of growth. And I believe that you will gain a whole lot by following me. Also, I have a paid mentorship. If you want to be part of that, is on a WhatsApp group where we share a lot of things. I give people opportunity to share. I share with them. I teach a lot of things, but it's a paid mentorship. If you are interested in that, also get back to me and I would add you to the wait list for the 2024 growth mentorship with Ngozi. Thank you once again for joining me this afternoon. I hope to see you next week. Thank you, Coach Ify, and have a good day.
And you too. Bye.
Bye.